Hello, good afternoon. My name is Katia Medina, and I'm going to be the teacher today. We're going to be working with 11th grade. And today we're going to talk about combining sentences, a little bit about technology. Well, you'll see. Let's start with a video, which is pretty interesting because it talks about the past and the future regarding technology. So pay attention to it. Wow, isn't that amazing how long we have come? We have, been able to overcome so many things, and future, which now it's past, right? Everything changes so fast. What was future suddenly is past. And look at, I remember using those typewriters. My finger used to get stuck. And now we have the computers and who knows what else. So let's start with the learning objective for this class. So the idea of this class is to be able to express ideas and opinions about technology, and we will also learn to combine sentences to make fluent conversations, because sometimes when we are learning English, we talk in sentences. So we say one sentence, another sentence, another sentence. And the idea is to combine those sentences and be able to be fluent, a bit more fluent. And how do we do this? Well, there are some little words in the English language called relative pronouns. But I don't want you to think about relative pronouns. I don't want you to, oh, the teacher's going to talk about grammar. My God, again. No, 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 no. Think about combining sentences. We're going to combine sentences, okay? So let's take a look at this. We're going to watch a video. My friend Brad Pitt sent me this video, okay? You know he's my friend. He sent me this video, and I want you to watch it. He's always, saying, hey, Katia, hey, I have a video. And I'm always like, Brad, please stop sending me those videos. I don't want to know where you are. And well, the thing is that he sent me this video, and I'm going to use it in the class, okay? So he's happy because he's always, bothering me. So let's watch the video, and let's see if you can identify what we call the words that are used to combine sentences.
Who and that for people. That or which for objects. Relative clauses combine two phrases into one. Brad is an actor. He has a motorcycle. Brad, who is an actor, has a motorcycle. The motorcycle is red. It cost $10,000. The motorcycle, which is red, cost $10,000.
Okay, so you already saw Brad. He's going to be happy that I showed his video. So the words are called relative clauses. Relative clauses are sentences that start with those small words like which, that, and who. There are other relative clauses, but we're not going to look at those today, okay? We're just going to look at these three. So let's take a look at them. Okay, so we have who and that for people. Who and that for people. So when you want to combine two sentences and you're talking about a person, you can use who or you can use that. Okay? And then we also use that for things and which for things. Look at that. Who and that for people, that and which for things. Okay? Good.
Relative clauses combine two phrases.
It says that relative clauses combine two phrases or two sentences into one. So let's take a look at an example. Okay? Let's look at an example I have here. For this example, we're going to use which and that. Do you remember when or what do we use which and that with? With things, okay? Which and that. So we're going to use which and that. Oops. So I have the new Samsung smartphone is awesome. The new Samsung smartphone is awesome. Okay? And there's the Samsung. That's the one I want, okay? So if anybody wants to buy me a present for Christmas or my birthday is right now in July, that's the one I want, okay? So the new Samsung smartphone is awesome. So you get to school and you tell your friends, oh, did you see the new Samsung smartphone? But you also want to tell them that your mom got that phone, right? Look at that. My mother bought one. See? So you want to tell them that it's like you just want to tell them the news. So, oh, the new Samsung smartphone is great, it's awesome. My mother bought one, by the way. So you can join the two sentences, you can combine them. Sorry. Oops. You combine those two sentences into one. And you say, the new Samsung smartphone that my mother bought is awesome. The new Samsung smartphone that my mother bought is awesome. So it's not only awesome, but now everybody knows that your mother has one. Okay? So, and then you can use, remember that we said that we use that, and we can also use which. Remember? Okay, look at this. You can also say, the new Samsung smartphone, which my mother bought, is awesome. Okay? Now, we have that and we have which because we are talking about the new Samsung smartphone, which is a thing, right? But what happens if we turn it around? Let's turn it around. Now we're going to use who and that, and we're going to use people. And listen, this is very important. I'm going to use the same words. I'm going to use the same mother and the same telephone, okay? Look at this. So, the woman is my mother, okay? The woman is my mother. So this is my mother again with the cell phone she bought. And she bought the new Samsung smartphone, okay? So I want to tell everyone, oh my God, I want to tell everyone that the woman who bought the new Samsung smartphone is my mother, okay? So now I'm going to join these two sentences. I'm going to combine them. And I say, the woman. So now I don't start the sentence with the smartphone. I'm starting the sentence with the woman. That's why I'm not going to use which. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use who. Because now the person, we're talking about the person who bought the phone, okay? So we have the woman who bought the new Samsung smartphone is my mother. So imagine you're at a store and somebody comes and says, oh my God, that woman got the new Samsung smartphone. You say, oh yeah, the woman is my mother. She's my mother. She bought the new phone. Okay, so you have everything, you combine everything into one sentence. And remember, what is the other word that we can use for people? Not only who, what is the other word? Do you remember? That. So look at the other example. The woman that bought the new Samsung smartphone is my mother. Okay, excellent. So we're gonna practice a bit more combining sentences, okay? We're gonna practice a bit more. And we're gonna practice with my friend Brad, because he just called me and said, thank you, Katia, for using my video. And I'm gonna, indulge him. I'm gonna use his video. So, look at this. First, I want you to take a look at this. Brad, actor. Brad, motorcycle. Let's make sentences. So Brad, actor, and then we have the verb to be. So how can we join that? How can we do a sentence with that? Brad, actor, and then we have the verb be. So we say, let's see.
Is an actor. He has a
You see it? Let's look at it again.
Brad is an actor. He has a motorcycle.
Excellent. That is the answer. So we have Brad is an actor. Very important, the an, because when we have singular nouns, we have to use an a or an an or a d. Okay? So we have Brad is an actor. And what about for Brad motorcycle? Brad and the verb have. Excellent. Brad has a motorcycle. Very good. You remembered that when we have he, she, or it, you use has. The main verb is have, but when you have he, she, or it, you use has. Excellent. That's very good. So we did two sentences. Brad is an actor. Brad has a motorcycle. Now we're going to join the sentences. We're going to combine them. Okay? So it says, Brad is an actor. Brad has a motorcycle. Can you combine them? Try to do it at home. How would you combine them? Brad is an actor. Brad has a motorcycle. How would you combine them? Yes? Let's see. Let's see if what you said is correct. The video is going to tell you. Brad is an actor. He has a motorcycle.
Who is an actor?
Brad, who is an actor, has a motorcycle. And do you remember what we were working on when we were talking about the mother?
Brad is an actor.
That we used who because it started with the word, right? So because here we start with Brad, the little word that is going to join both sentences is going to be who. Okay? Excellent. So let's see. Did you get it? Yes. Excellent. Brad, who is an actor, has a motorcycle. Very good. Very good. We're going to have another sentence now. Now I want you to try to identify the two sentences that have to be combined, okay? First, remember, we are going to identify the sentences, and then we combine them, okay? Let's try to identify the sentences.
It cost $10,000.
Look at that. Let me do it
The
again.
motorcycle is red. It cost $10,000.
Let me give you a hint, an idea for you to do. So we have motorcycle, red, and then we have the verb be. Motorcycle, $10,000, and we have the verb cost. So let's listen to the video again. Can you identify the two sentences?
The motorcycle is red. It cost $10,000.
Okay. So, yes, that's it. The motorcycle is red. The motorcycle costs $10,000. Costs $10,000. Okay. Now we're going to combine those two sentences. Okay? The motorcycle is red. The motorcycle costs $10,000. Do you think we're going to use who, that, or which? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Brad now? Brad, he was there. Well, we're not talking about him. We're talking about his motorcycle. So he's not going to be the important thing right now. We're talking about his motorcycle. So if we were talking about a motorcycle, in this case, for things, we use which and that. Yes? Which and that. Excellent. So now let's combine. Look at the video.
The motorcycle is red. It cost $10,000. The motorcycle, which is red, cost $10,000.
So let's see what you answered. Yes, the motorcycle, which is red, costs $10,000. Can we use that instead of which? The motorcycle that is red, can we use it? Yes, because it can be used with things. The motorcycle that is red costs $10,000. Very good. You got it. Okay, so let's take a look once again to our video. And now I can tell you, it's called relative clauses. But you don't have to think about relative clauses. You can think about combining sentences.
Relative clauses combine two phrases into one. Brad is an actor. He has a motorcycle. Brad, who is an actor, has a motorcycle. The motorcycle is red. It cost $10,000. The motorcycle, which is red, cost $10,000.
Okay, very good. So, we have been using the relative clauses. Now, we are going to do a little game, as a game using relative clauses, and we're going to describe certain things that we use at home, or we use, or maybe it could be a person, or it could be a technology, or a device, okay? And the phrase is going to start something like a person who, or a device that, or a device which, or a technology that, or a technology which. So let's see if we get to understand the game. This is the game. I invented this game, okay? No, okay, we could say that I invented it, but teacher Elidenis, she's one of the ones who gave me the idea. Okay, so it says, a device which takes messages when you are not home. A device which takes messages when you're not home. Can your flat screen television take messages? No, right? The air conditioner? No. The remote control? So what's the answer? Yes, answering machine. The answering machine is a device which takes messages when you are not home. Or you can say, an answering machine is a device that takes messages when you are not home. Good. This is one of the simplest. There's another one that has a little bit, it's a bit more complicated, but don't worry. The idea is to learn a little bit more. Let's see. It says, a device which fires two small, and this fires is not fire with a match. Fire, but like when you throw something, fire, okay? So a device which fires two small darts that deliver a modulated current. So it's a device that you can point to someone and shoot two darts, and those darts have electricity, okay? So what do you think is that device? Yes, let's see. Oh, you didn't see that, okay? Oh my God, what's the matter? Ah, yeah, I remember what happened. Okay, so we have taser or stun gun. I read that the taser and the stun gun are not the same. The taser, I think you have to come very near to the person, but the stun gun has two things that just fly and then get the person. So the stun gun is a stun gun. This is something that people use to defend themselves, okay? It's not something you use to attack people. It's something you use to defend yourself. Okay, so how do we describe it? A stun gun is a device which fires two small barred darts that deliver a modulated current. Or we can change it. We put that here or which here. A device that fires two small barred darts which deliver a modulated current. So that's a stun gun. Okay, so we have a container that is used to boil water for tea. And you know, when I talk about tea, I'm not talking about the tea that we do here in Panama with a pot. I'm talking about the British people, you know, like it's tea time. And they have a special thing that they use to boil the water and to drink tea. What is the name? Let's do it by, you know, taking out the ones that are not. So you know it's not an ice cube dispenser, right? Ice cube, you hear ice. Ice doesn't have anything to do with tea. Water cooler, you know the word water and you know the word cooler, right? Toaster, we use it for bread, right? So it's kettle, yes. It's kettle. So if you didn't know that, let me tell you, kettle is where the British people have their hot water and they pour it on a cup and they have tea, okay? Very good. So, oh, this is something very important. So we say the sentence, a kettle is a container that is used to boil water for tea. Yes? A kettle is a container that is used to boil water for tea. Okay. So we have A device that issues a signal in case of fire. So there is fire. A device that issues a signal, that gives a signal when there is a fire. Which one do you think it is? Very good. Smoke detector. So we say a smoke detector is a device that issues a signal in case of fire. Okay? And this is one of the last ones. We have technophile, technophobe, geek, and techie. But which one do you think is a person who fears, dislikes, or avoids new technology? Who do you think a person, which do you think is the person that doesn't like technology? Which would it be? Let's see. Oops. Yes, technophobe. Because we have the word phobe, of phobia, when you're scared of something, okay? So you have to learn to look at the words and try to identify, okay? Wireless technology that uses UHF radio waves to exchange data between devices over a short distance. Okay? Wireless technology. This is a technology. It uses UHF radio waves to exchange data. So you send one data and receive data between devices over short distances. It can't be long distance. Short distance. What would that be? Yeah, Bluetooth. So we could say Bluetooth is a wireless technology that uses UHF radio waves to exchange data between devices over short distances. Okay? Now we have an appliance. Now we have appliance. Appliances are things that we use at home, okay? An appliance which is placed horizontally, and uses low temperatures to prevent certain food to spoil, okay, or from spoiling. Which do you think, if you don't want something to spoil, where do you put it? Where do you put the food? In the refrigerator, right? So, but in this case, we don't have a refrigerator, we have a chest freezer. And they call it chest freezer because it's horizontal, okay? It's not vertical like the ones we open like this. It's a chest freezer, okay? So a device which sends letters or any paper through a phone line. We take a paper. We want to send, okay, let me see the letter. Of course, this device